Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Q2 FY2024 results conference call of GTPL Hathway, hosted by Emkay Global Financial Services. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions at the end of today's presentation. Should you need assistance during the conference, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Pulkit Chawla, Emkay Global Financial Services. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Akshay. A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the GTPL Hathway earnings call. We have with us today Mr. Anirudh Jadeja, Promoter and Managing Director, Mr. Piyush Pankaj, Business Head CATV and Chief Strategy Officer, and Mr. Anil Bothra, Chief Financial Officer. Without any further delay, I shall now hand over to the call to the management for their opening remarks. Thank you, and over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Pulkit. Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to everybody to the earnings call of GTPL Hathway to discuss financial performance of Q2 FY24. As one of the largest MSO and broadband player in this country, it pleases me to see us going from strength to strength. We have added 800K subscriber in digital cable TV business and 120K subscriber in broadband business year to year, and look forward to maintain our growth. The main strategy is to consolidate the industry and enhance customer experience through layering of services. I will now hand over to the call to Mr. Piyush Pankaj, who will take you through the quarterly business and financial performance of the company. Piyush.
Thank you, Mr. Jadeja. Good evening, everyone. The company has recorded its highest ever quarterly revenues, beating the previous quarter, and is well on track to be the highest revenue grossing financial year. Our KPIs have also increased, both on a quarterly and yearly basis. First, I will talk on the digital cable TV business. Active subscriber base as on 30th September 2023 stands at 9.4 million, increasing by 350K QOQ and 800K YOY. Paying subscribers stand at 8.70 million. Paying subscribers increased by 400K QOQ and 700K YOY. In the broadband business, we have added 120K new subscribers, an increase of 14% on a YOY basis to reach 990K. Home pass subscribers stood at 5.55 million as on 30th September 2023, of which 75% are available for FTTX conversion. Home pass grew by 550K on YOY basis and 150K on a QOQ basis. The broadband ARPU for Q2 FY24 stood at rupees 460, an increase of rupees 10 on a YOY basis and stable on quarterly basis. The average data consumption per customer per month stood at 310 GB, a 25% increase YOY. This quarter, we announced Mr. Karthik Aryan and Ms. Rashmika Mandana as the new brand ambassadors of our company. They will be part of our new ad campaign, the Ab Ke Zamane Ka Connection, to highlight the variety of services that we are well equipped to provide. On a consolidated level, revenue grew by 19% YOY to rupees 7,900 million. The digital cable TV subscription revenue stood at rupees 3,226 million, up by 17% YOY and 8% QOQ. The broadband revenue stood at rupees 1,317 million, an increase of 10% YOY and 2% QOQ. The consolidated EBITDA stood at rupees 1,351 million, with an EBITDA margin of 17.1%. Profit after tax for Q2 FY24 stood at rupees 344 million. The standalone revenue stood at rupees 5,121 million, an increase of 21% YOY. The EBITDA stood at rupees 765 million with an EBITDA margin of 14.9%. PAT for quarter 2 FY24 stood at rupees 243 million. The net debt to equity continues to remain negligible as the company remains conscious of its capex and leveraging efforts. This is all from my side. Thank you, everyone. We can now begin with question and answer session.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Vinit Mahek from Karma Capital Advisor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Piyush. Hi, Mr. Jadeja. Thank you for this opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Vinit, go ahead. Hi, Vinit.
So our first question is on the side of the margins. So we had marked an improvement in the margins from Q1 to Q4, but still we committed to stay on the 20% EBITDA margin by the end of Q4. So can you help us understand that how do you plan to achieve this 20% margin journey by Q4 with our expenses which are increasing at a faster rate versus the revenue growth? So can you help us understand that?
Yeah, Vinit. Actually, if you see, we have improved our 100 basis points this quarter. From 16.1%, we have gone up to 17.1% in the EBITDA margin. And as you see that the MTO 3 implementation has happened, and because of that, quarter 2 is still showing a higher side of the cost, which is stabilized now. So we have increased our revenue and we have increased the cost also. So now the cost is stabilized. So we are looking forward that somewhere the EBITDA margin is again going to improve. Last year we were at 20%. That we are going to achieve by quarter 4. And the new projects are also on the annual, which I can't disclose here, but yeah, we are confident that with those new projects coming into the fold of GTPL, our margin is going again back to the 20% as whatever hit we have to take for the MTO 3 and all, it's already happened in quarter 1 and quarter 2.
Okay, so on the pay channel cost, the 434 crores that we reported this quarter, you expect that expense to be at a steady rate versus the revenue growth going forward?
Yes, so if you say the increase in the pay channel cost is not going to happen on that pay, where the increase in the revenue is going to happen in the higher pay. Because revenues are still getting realized, cost is already stabilized.
Okay, and how should we look at the other expenses, which is 182 crores for the quarter? So you do expect the similar growth rate going forward in the following quarters, or do you expect that to decelerate?
The other expenses are going to be on the normal rate now. As you see, other operating admin and selling expense, which has gone up by 4% quarter to quarter. And if I talk about the H1 to H1, it has gone up to by around 19%. But 182 crore, which we are seeing right now, already considered the whatever increase we have to do. As whatever the expansion we have to do in the north and all, which is we have to take, that's already taken in quarter 4 and quarter 1 and quarter 2, all the costs. So we are not seeing that it is going to go up much. And it will be on the normal rate.
Okay. And my second question comes to the broadband segment. So even on the broadband segment, our growth rate has now coming down to a 10% kind of a growth versus in the previous year and few quarters where we were growing upwards of 15 to 20%. So how are you looking growth over there? And has the B2C component of the subscribers that we were adding it on an inorganic basis, has that come in or it is yet to come in for us?
No, B2C is coming in still. B2B, as last quarter we have added good numbers. This quarter, B2B is a bit down as some of the technical problems and all we have faced on some of the network. So B2C, whatever the numbers you are seeing, that 30K we have increased in the quarter, around 25K is around B2C. So we have increased. We have increased from 960 to 990K. We have gone. That's 30K increase in the quarter. Out of that, 25K is the B2C right now. 5K is the B2B and that.
Okay, so the B2B revenue is yet to come in the coming quarters.
That's right.
Okay. And should we expect that growth rate coming back to 15% kind of a growth rate, which we
are looking forward. We are down to 10% right now. YY we are looking forward that it should come back to 15% again.
Okay. And just one last question from my side. So even on the depreciation side, we had seen a slight acceleration versus the previous quarter run rate during this quarter, which is 820 crores. So any one-off in that, or this is the steady state number that will be there going forward?
As we consolidated Metrocast, so that's why you have seen some increase in the depreciation over there. So we have added the assets of Metrocast in our case, where the Metrocast has some asset side. So that comes into the depreciation also. There.
Okay, so this is a steady state number that will go forward.
Yeah, this is a stable number, I will say, which is going to be there.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking our questions.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Urvi Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead. The participant has left the queue. The next question from the line of Rahul Jain from Individual Investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So with the World Cup going on, we may expect higher marketing incentive. So can you help me understand the typical structure between the advertiser, say Pepsi, the channel for an example, Star Sports, and a broadcaster such as ourselves?
Rahul, we didn't get the question, sorry. Hi, Rahul, how are you? Can you repeat the question, Rahul?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. So I'm saying we may expect higher marketing incentive during the World Cup, as the World Cup is going on. Mm-hmm. So can you help me understand the typical structure between an advertiser, say Pepsi, and the channel, for example, Star Sports, and a broadcaster such as ourselves?
Rahul, no, we don't get the margins on the advertisement side. Advertisement is fully for the broadcaster. Yes, we get the enhancement in our subscriber base. Because of that, I'm seeing that right now I'm seeing that around 120,000 customers has come back within the first week of October. From 4th October till date. And more are coming back on that. So I'm seeing the surge in our subscriber base, especially the subscriber base who has already have the boxes and all in their homes, and they have stopped the services. They are coming back. So that surge I have seen within a week's time. We got around more than 120,000 subscriber base back in our group.
Okay. So my second question is. Okay. So my second question is do we have some leverage for the placement or marketing incentive when it comes to our 50 plus channel that we own and operate?
You're talking about leverage on what? On the World Cup? Or you're talking about in general leverage?
In general leverage.
In general, yes. If the number of channels are higher, then we get more incentives on those from the broadcasters, because they have to put all 50 channels together. They have to put that we should put them in our packages also and all. So that is the case. So we get more incentives if their number of channels are higher.
Okay. I understand that the full effect of NTO means that pay channel cost and placement revenue are higher on a year-on-year basis. But can you explain their performance on a quarter-on-quarter basis?
We have just 2 quarters, so we have started implementing on quarter 1 somewhere from the mid of the April. And by this quarter, the whole market has got stabilized. So whatever increase has to happen at the P-channel side has already happened. And now we are at stable stage from quarter 3 onwards, where the cost side is at least totally stable now.
Okay. Thank you for this.
Thanks, Amal.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Urvi Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Apologies, I got disconnected earlier. So I had a quick question. We can see that there is higher increase in depreciation and interest on QOQ basis. So what is the reason for that?
Hi, Urvi. The reason is that we have consolidated Metrocast in this quarter, and their depreciations and their fixed assets also came into our books. And because of that, you are seeing that around from 173 it has gone up to 182. From 74 crores, it has gone up to 82 crores. That is the increase of 8 crores happened. Around 11% as we increase because of that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rahil Shah from Crown Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Rahil.
Yes. Hi, sir. Good afternoon. This ARPU, which has stayed flattish, quarter-on-quarter basis. So what is the outlook on that? I mean, do you see this increasing?
You are talking about broadband business?
Yes, broadband, yes.
No, I explained in earlier calls also, Rahil, that the broadband, we are looking for more for the volume gain rather than the value gain.
Volume gain.
Okay. Being sensitive market, the ARPU range will be between 400 to 460. And this increase also is what you are saying, that we have gone up from somewhere 450 to 460, and last 2 years, if you see our trend, from 400 to 460, that is only because that people are going for the higher packages, that we are going from 50 Mbps packages to 80 Mbps to 100 Mbps, where the prices are high. So that is the way. We still consider, if you ask me, that broadband business is more of a startup business. Out of 315 million homes, only 35 million homes are there in wired broadband. So still a long way to go. And it's going to be a more of a volume game like the telecom rather than a value game right now.
Okay, so headroom is huge, and you see near-term good traction for that?
Yeah. The traction is going to increase because, as you know, all the focus is there in the digital India, the broadband, government is pushing it. Everyone is pushing it. Everyone is going for the digital, and more as the more consistency we are going to require, as more financial transactions are going to happen through those, then wired broadband is one of the most consistent providers and most consistent, you can say, giving the bandwidth and everything. So, and it's a proven technology. FTT is a worldwide proven technology. So we are hopeful that wired broadband is going to grow as it has grown in other markets. If we talk about US, already penetration is more than 70%. You talk about Eurozone, it is already more than 60%. China, 55%. So already those markets have already gone up. So we are looking forward to India will also come close to 50% at least in wired broadband.
So based on your knowledge about the industry, by when do you expect India reaching that stage in general?
Yeah, we are looking forward that half a decade, 5 years.
Okay.
Should be there in
and then will be more than ready to capture a good market share there.
Yeah. So 50% penetration, that is going to be somewhere 150 million households for the wired broadband.
Right. Okay. And lastly, you said the pay channel cost increase will not happen at the same rate as the revenue growth, correct? So what are your expectations about the full year then in terms of revenues? You've seen a good growth in quarter 2. So is this sustainable quarter on quarter? Any outlook there?
As I talked about that, we are already wired to wire 17% increase is already happening in the 17 over there. I'm looking forward that if you see my trend from last 5 years, 6 years, we have the CAGR of subscription revenue is between 18% to 21%. That's what we are going to maintain in this year also. Already we are 17%. So we are going forward. Also we have seen that it will be somewhere 18 to 21% the subscription revenue. Yes, pay channel is now stabilized. So we are looking forward that as revenue will grow and the cost will be stabilized, main cost, so that we will see that the margin will improve. And from 17% margin right now, we are going to go up and again on the normalized margin of 20%. That's what we are trying to achieve.
Perfect. Okay. And this GTPL Genie, how is that doing?
GTPL Genie is doing good. Initial days, I will say, because still the product is new for the subscriber. Around 90K subscribers has come, mainly more towards the broadband. Cable is lesser. But yes, right now we are rejigging the whole, you can say, the offers. And by quarter 3 or end of quarter 3, we are going to relaunch Genie in the new avatar. So that's the plan right now. But yes, this Genie has, I think, it's a good traction, 90K now. But we are seeing that the slowness is coming over there at that point in time. So it's required a rejig, which we are going to do in this quarter.
Okay, perfect, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saloni Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I have a few questions specific to the different revenue items. The first one being revenue based from activation. So we've seen an increase in active and paying subscribers. Yet the activation revenue is lower if we see the Y-on-Y and Q-on-Q basis. So I think if you can just throw some light on how the subscriber base has moved on gross basis, addition of new subscribers, MetroCard subscribers, and churn rather than the net basis.
Yeah, so activation revenue is more of what you are recovering at the time of putting the boxes in the subscriber's home, which is for activation of the boxes, what revenue you are getting it. Yes, activation revenue was very high in the past, and it is getting deferred according to the accounting standard. It is getting deferred for 5 years. So it's a deferred revenue which is coming back to our books. The realization of the money has already happened in the past. So, see, this revenue is continuing at the time when the digital that, as you know, the digitization of whole industry was happening, and the whole boxes are getting placed in the customer's home. That was happening, and at that point of time, you are giving the boxes in bulk. It's like because every customer, the new boxes has to go into their household, and you are collecting the activation income from them as you are putting the assets in their households. And those are getting default for 5 years according to the index, and those revenues are coming back. So right now, India, I will say the activation revenue is very less because whenever you are giving the box, activation is a normal course of business now, rather than a special course of business at the time of DAS implementation when you are doing the whole digitization of the industry. So that's why you are seeing there is a decline, and we are looking forward that activation revenue will be in the range of negligible in the whole you can say the whole P&L. And you can see that in the quarter 2 also it's hardly 4 crores which is there. It will remain in the same range, 3 to 4 crores every quarter, not more than that.
Okay, sir. My next question being, what is the increase in the subscription income from cable TV attributable to, as in like what portion of it is NTO effect and how much is the natural growth?
Most of it is NTO.
Yes, if you talk about subscription income, right now 8% growth has happened on this. The quarter 1 and quarter 2, if you talk about, there is an increase in the numbers of around 400K, which is mainly because of Metrocast, you can say. So somewhere in this, around Metrocast has contributed of around 18 crores. Rest is the NTO 3. If you talk about H1 to H1.
Okay, sir. And sir, my last question is, I think our other income is mostly attributable to EPC work that we do. So do we have any EPC contract expected to win? And also if it's there, what is the tenure left on the existing EPC contract?
So right now we don't have any EPC. We have the O&M, operational maintenance of what EPC project we did. And right now the 3 years has been lapsed. 4 years is already there, more there for O&M of BharatNet project which we did earlier. Yes, there is in the pipeline, as you know, that Parliament has just passed the BharatNet project and sanctioned the amount. And we are expecting that the tender will start coming from December, January. We are going to be one of the prominent players to go for the tender, especially in our strategic state. Apart from that, yes, we are looking forward for some of the government projects, which is under the pipeline, and most probably some will come in quarter 3, some will come in quarter 4. So yes, we have the capabilities, and we are looking forward to take big projects for the government projects also, and BharatNet projects also.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering the questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Madhu Rati from Counter Clinical Investment. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sir, we had guided that going forward 50% of our subscribers will be from organic acquisition, organic base, and 50% will be through acquisitions. So if you could highlight the strategies that we are following, as well as what kind of valuations are we looking when we are going for acquisitions, as well as at what rate have we acquired Metrocast, like what multiple have we acquired Metrocast?
Metrocast already we have given the figures in all in the CV to the public, and already given the subscribers which we have gained. You can see that in the the series circular value which we posted. So from there, you can calculate what is the per subscriber base numbers we will give it over there. Right now, yes, the strategy is the same, that we will go for the consideration of industry, which Mr. Jadeja is also mentioning that we are going to consolidate the industry and do the layering of the services also, both the cases. Yes, the strategy is same. This quarter we have not made any acquisitions yet, but the acquisitions are in the pipeline. Already we did one big Metrocast as an acquisition in the first H1. And we are looking forward for the next 2 quarters also to do some big acquisitions. Yes, organic is always continuing effort on the organic side, which is going on. So the strategy is same. We have not changed the strategy model, and we are working towards that only.
And sir, the multiples that we'll give for the acquisition will be similar to the Metrocast that we have given, or it will be like in those ranges?
No, it depends on the scale and the market which the entity is or the target is working on. So
it actually varies market to market. So,
okay, sir. Can you just quantify what will be the minimum IRR or the ROC that we'll expect from this kind of investment going forward?
Minimum is IRR if we talk about. We look forward that it is going to be more than the cost of capital, which is somewhere around 14%. So we look forward that IRR should be more than 14% we can invest in.
Okay. Thank you, sir. My next question is, sir, so GME, we have seen a 90,000 subscriber base. So is this a profitable business for us right now, or it will, as the subscribers grow, will see profitability coming in?
Not much profitable, you can say, but yeah, it is right now what we are seeing that we are not incurring any losses on this business. Whatever we have to give to our OTT partners, we are giving it. That's whatever operational cost is there, we are taking it. And we are making very small margin right now. But yes, as I say, that we are reaching the whole thing and coming up with a more attractive prices and more attractive packages on it and relaunching it. So that's going to give us. But yes, there is no loss in this whole business. It's more of a profit, but very small margin.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So like the margin that we are guiding 20%, but what kind of subscriber base can we achieve that 20% EBITDA margin?
We are looking forward to close subscriber base of around 10 million by this financial year. That's the target on which we are working. And in the broadband side, we are looking forward for around somewhere between 1.05 million to 1.07 million.
Okay, so between 1.05 to 1.07, we could achieve a 20% EBITDA margin going forward.
That's
yeah. Thank you, sir. That was very helpful, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Karan Mehta from Mirzar Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. I just have a couple of questions. So, firstly, there's a new concept of LAN sports where people playing online games stream their videos and performance over the web. This is more like a social media handle where good videos attract a lot of viewership. So, do we have any plans to enter into LAN sports, and what's the opportunity size in this? Also, what's the business model that could be employed in this to create a new robust revenue stream?
Right now, we don't have any plan on this, Karan. Yes, we are going to introduce gaming as we are talking about the layering of the business, but that is going to be with our partners, like we are doing it with the OTT, and we are going to play on the margins like we are playing on the OTT. But this type of product is still we have not considered in our stable. Param?
Yeah, actually, I mean, such ideas did come to us before earlier, but we have not yet considered or tried to go ahead with it. But if it, I mean, in the future, maybe we might, I'm not sure.
Okay. But sir, just wanted to understand, we have seen that cable business is a very stagnant business. Broadband is the new leg of growth that I think would be there in the media industry. So don't you think having this kind of diversification in the broadband business itself will create a new revenue stream?
Karan, first, I disagree with you that the cable business is not a growing business. We are looking forward that we will grow in the cable as a cable company. I'm not talking about the industry. Industry might be stable. But yes, as a company, as we are consolidating and we have a lot of opportunities to grow, as around 45 million subscriber base is with the smaller MSOs, which is up for the grab. Plus, the TV industry, or you can say the whole cable and satellite industry is still growing at TV is growing at the rate of 1.68% CAGR. Still 100 to 115 million subscriber base is not having TV in the homes, are not having TV in the country. So still, we look forward that cable business is a growing business, and you can look at in our numbers also that our subscription revenue in the cable and the numbers are still growing. Yes, the second thing which is coming on the broadband, you are right that broadband is more of like a sunrise, as I said earlier in this call only, that it's more of like a startup business, and it's a sunrise sector. So a lot of growth, more growth, the rate of growth is going to be higher in this. And you're right that this type of product, which is more of innovative products and going to attract more and more younger people and the social media friendly. So yes, we should consider this and all. So thanks a lot for bringing it to us. We'll see that what innovative product we can introduce.
Okay. Sir, just one related question. So, Reliance has initiated RISE program, which is Reliance Initiative for Sports and Entertainment, which has acquired IPR for streaming online games. So, now being a Reliance Group company, what could be the potential benefit that we can gain from this?
See, right now we have not talked about the content sharing with our parent company. We have to talk about those strategies and all. We are more focusing on our cable and broadband business and how we are going to layer the more and more services out of that. That is more of, yes, content sharing we have to see because a lot of things comes into play on that whether they can share this with their subsidiaries or their associates or not. So all those clauses come into play, but yes, we have not explored that right now.
Okay. Sir, just one last question. What are our expansion plans for this fiscal in both cable as well as broadband business, this and next fiscal?
Expansion, you can say that already we are at 22 states. We are looking forward to go for one more state and two more UTs. So somewhere that we are going to consider in this next 2 quarters. Already the plan is there and we are working towards that. In the broadband side, yes, main focus on the main expansion part is going to be from the B2B. Already we are covering some of the states. Slowly we have to cover all the 23 states where we are present in the cable. And we are working towards that.
What's our presence right now in the broadband? How many states?
Right now, if you talk about, we are present in around 9 states, which I have given you in my presentation also, if you see. The first slide of my presentation, investor presentation, you will get our presence in the cable and broadband both.
9 states.
Yeah, which states we are right
Okay.
now.
Fine. Fine. That was very helpful, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ketan Hathway from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Can you please reiterate your guidance for FY24, 25 and 26 on consolidated basis?
Ketan, right now I can just say that we are looking forward to come back to our growth area, which is, if you see, total revenue was somewhere between 18 to 28%, and the same was growing in the range of 18 to 20% in the case of CATV and around 15 to 16% in the case of broadband. So that's what we are looking forward for the next 2 years also. EBITDA growth was in the range of somewhere around 12 to 13%, which we are looking forward that we will maintain that. This quarter we did around 7% growth in the from 125 crore to 135 crore. We look forward that somewhere we will maintain that CAGR, which we did over the years in the EBITDA side. Subscriber base and all, yes, in the next 2 years, as I said, that we are going to cross around 10 million this year. We look forward to have a million more subscriber base in the next 2 years in the cable side. And in the broadband side, I have said that we are going to cross 10.05 million, or 1.07 million, or 1.07 million somewhere, and we are looking forward that the next 2 years we will be close to 1.2 million, between 1.2 to 1.25 million in the broadband side. As your B2B business will bring us to the place.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Sahil Bajoria from Individual Investment. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity. So I have a couple of questions. So as besides the smaller LTO acquisition, so what is our natural expansion strategy? Like in the current presentation, as we have shared that we are expanding aggressively in states such as Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Andhra or Haryana. So sir, can you share like our progress in these states for like year to date?
Yeah, sure. So if I talk about Andhra and Telangana, we are already crossing a million subscriber base, which we achieved in last 3 years. And still we are going very strong over there, and looking forward that we will continue to grow on Andhra Telangana markets both together. If I talk about Maharashtra, we are already more than 1 million in Maharashtra, and going very strong over there. Maharashtra market is a big packed market, you can say, but a lot of opportunities are there for the acquisitions, which we are looking forward to grow as in acquisition side in the Maharashtra. Tamil Nadu, already in last 2 years, we have garnered more than 1 million subscribers, and we look forward that more and more we will come into the fold. Here, the first is more on the organic side rather than inorganic or acquisition side. Acquisition is more happening in the north market, where we are talking about Delhi, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh. There, more of acquisitions market we are looking forward that we will do the more acquisitions over there and garner the number. So that's the strategy on which we are working. Every state has different strategy based on their dynamics, based on the numbers availability, based on the number of players existing over there, based on the number of MSOs working on those markets. And based on what ARPU is going into that market, what type of packages are getting penetrated and all. So all those things are there, but yes, specifically for the state, I have given you what are the strategies which we are looking forward to.
Okay, sir. Also, sir, just a follow-up question. Like, given our strong position in Gujarat and West Bengal, So, what is the headroom of further expansion or consolidation in these states?
Yeah, there is a lot of headroom in the West Bengal market. As we are number 2 player over there, not the number 1. So still a lot of headrooms to become number 1 over there. So we are looking forward to that. In Gujarat, we are number 1 and dominant, and we look forward to make competition with the DTH, on which we are doing that. So that is the case in this 2 markets.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks for the perspective.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the last question of the day. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comment.
Thanks. I would like to express my thanks at every participant who took their time out to attend the call. For any queries, please feel free to connect with Orient Capital, which is our investor relations advisor. Thank you once again. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of MK Global Financial Services, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.